Hello and welcome to Simply Pennies on this wonderful Tuesday, February the 8th. I'm Kat and we have a lot of information to cover with you today. So with that, it's time to take a walk around the penny. The first winner of the day is Sunrise Consulting Group, symbol SNRS. They rallied 200% on an enormous volume of over 1.5 billion shares. As we stated on our show yesterday, Sunrise made an after-hours announcement about an agreement deal with Apple.
And here's something even more interesting. Sunrise issued a press release in today's after-hours session regarding their wholly owned subsidiary, United Power Solar Incorporated. Apparently, Apple has approved them to manufacture solar-powered chargers for their iPod and iPhone devices.
Sunrise is also currently working with worldwide leading brand names on a series of unique cutting-edge products. Our next winner is electric car company, symbol ELCR. The equity has been yo-yoing between 0.0001 and 0.0002 for the last few months. Nonetheless, the vehicle conversion company had a nice day, rising 100% on a volume of over 190 million. The final winner for today is Universal Detection Technology, symbol UNDT. The stock had a rally of 25% on over 156 million shares. UNDT has developed a one-of-a-kind device that detects abnormally high levels of bacteria. No news since Christmas time, when Universal Detection offered their assistance after Al-Qaeda threatened to tamper with food and water in the U.S. Our first loser is Franklin Mining Incorporated, symbol FMNJ. The CEO announced this morning a joint venture agreement with Segovia Group Corporation. Together, they will be constructing infrastructure projects throughout South America. Looks like traders were selling the news as the equity dropped 50% on a volume of just over 360 million. Our next loser is Colorado Goldfields, symbol CGFIA. Today, they announced that the company has reached an agreement to extend a financial warrant with the state of Colorado. Once again, positive news comes out, but the stock doesn't respond nicely. At the end of the day, this junior miner stayed flat on over 133 million shares. Looks like folks are selling the commodity and resource sector. Next up, and finding themselves in the loser category today, is Popular Green Concepts, symbol LKEN. They dropped nearly 19% on roughly 205 million shares. The stock appeared in our chat room chatter section yesterday when they announced a 5% shareholder dividend. We saw two major stocks in chat rooms today, starting with Auctions International, a company that runs live online auctions. The stock, symbol AUCI, opened at 0.0044 and had a high of 0.0124 and closed the day at its low at 0.0027. It managed to rally 35% on over 248 million shares. This morning began with a press release indicating Car Help USA LLC was buying Auctions International at a hefty premium of almost 1,000%. This got traders excited, and the stock saw record volume and spiked up as high as 430% on an intraday basis. But several hours later, Car Help pulled the plug on the deal. Now, there is some ambiguity out there as to whether or not there was even an actual offer on the table. But as Doug Mann, CEO of Auctions International, told SimplyPennies.com in an interview, the offer was bona fide. But the mid-afternoon sell-off from highs of 400% did spook traders. Next, we have a breakout alert. Chatters had a lot to say about GWAY Industries, symbol GWAY. A press release this morning announced that leading media entrepreneur Robert Sillerman has agreed to acquire control of the company. Once the transaction is completed, the company will be recapitalized and renamed FNCX, symbol FNCX. Further details will be announced in the coming weeks, but the stock didn't need any more details for its amazing day. After opening at its low of 2 cents, it saw a high of nearly $3 per share. It exploded 18,800% on 2 million shares and closed at nearly $2. Lots of excitement around this bad boy. Our quote of the day comes courtesy of I. Welbert, who said, "I walked my dog and came back with 60% loss on sweet AUCI. It was flabbergasting. Double flabbergasting." Wow, I. Welbert, throwing out a double flabbergasting reference? You must be serious. Now let's talk about our BS stocks. Two newsletters pumped coal exploration company American Power Corporation, symbol AMPW. On the 1st of this month, they issued a press release announcing that they've retained a financial and strategic advisor. What's interesting is that only a week later, newsletters received third-party compensation for pumping the stock. And let's take an even closer look at those numbers, shall we? At the end of last month, it hit its 52-week high of $2.18. At the beginning of this month, it had come down significantly to a price just over $1.56. Has been steadily declining ever since. Today it opened at a little over $1.22 and fell 9% on over 1 million shares, closing at $1.12. Smells like BS. We also saw 2 newsletter pumps for MC Endeavors, symbol MSMY. A press release today announced subsidiary Centium Holdings has entered a joint venture to build green projects. Their first project is apparently worth $5.6 million. That brings their joint venture yearly contract totals to over $232 million. Sounds promising, and the stock did have a pretty good day. It opened at 7 cents and rose over 31% on roughly 280 shares before it closed at $0.079. But if we dig a little deeper, we can see that the stock hasn't had much to brag about lately. It reached its highest point of 60 cents last November 12th and then plummeted to 18 cents by December 1st. The highest it's seen since then was 30 cents on December 28th. So the appearances here are definitely deceiving. We're giving both of these stocks our BS trophy of the day. Don't fight over it, boys. There's plenty to go around. Well, that's all for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to visit our simplypennies.com website for the latest breaking news in the penny stock universe. And as always, you can friend us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For Around the Penny, I'm Kat. Bye. Wow, I Walbart. Walbart.